Good afternoon and welcome to our family Jesus time. Now this is going to be our last Jesus time for this fall session, and we're wrapping up our series on the character of Christ. Today's lesson is going to be talking about showing the character of Christ to the world. And that's the whole reason for everything we have been studying. It's so that we can show Jesus to the world we live in. Because in reality, the world needs to see Jesus. The world needs to show his love, his concern, his compassion. The world needs to see all that stuff that we've been talking about for the last few months. The world needs us to show them Jesus. So how do we show Jesus? Well, first of all, we need to talk about Jesus' command to go and make disciples. He tells us to go and show the world who he is. He calls us, that's his command. That's our whole reason for him calling us to be his disciples, is so that we can make his love known to the world. Now, how are we supposed to do that? Now, if you're following our Family Jesus Time on Sunday morning, we have a little bit of an overlap because we are called to be light and salt. And being light and salt is what we've been talking about on Sunday mornings. Well, we're going to talk about it a little bit today too. But then the third Bible passage that you're going to look at is the story of the lost sheep. How God cares so much for those people who don't know about God's love, who don't know about his grace, that he's willing to go out and search for them. Now, he makes sure those sheep that he has already are safe in the pen, but he goes out and searches for them because he cares about everyone. He calls us to join with him to seek and save the lost. He wants us to show people Jesus in how we treat them. And that's my challenge for you on this, our last lesson of this fall quarter, to go and show people Jesus' love. Help them see Jesus through you and how you live your life. Now this wraps up our whole unit on the character of Christ. We'll be starting something new in January, but we take a break beginning at Thanksgiving time because those weeks before Christmas we celebrate within our church as a season called Advent. And what Advent is, it is a time to prepare ourselves for God's coming to earth as Jesus. So I would invite you, it will be a great time for y'all to rejoin us and start coming back to church on Wednesday nights. We will worship every Wednesday night in this series of Advent leading up to Christmas as we prepare for Jesus' birth. You know, this worship time, in my opinion, it is more important than putting up a Christmas tree. It's even more important than putting up a manger scene in your house. Because as we come to worship God in the middle of the week, we are reminding ourselves of how important it is that Jesus came to the earth, but we're also teaching our kids a lesson that this time leading up to Christmas is about Christ. So I would encourage you. Dinner's going to be at 6. And worship begins at 7, beginning that very first Wednesday in December. It's been great spending this time with you over the fall, and I will see you again in January as we resume our midweek Family Jesus Time. Pray you have a great Christmas season. Bye.